Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, House of Spirit. Namaste. Thank you for still being here. My apologies for not having been posting anything for a long time, really. I have been focused on my mission, and it's winter now and I can't really work on it. It's a land project and in a snowy area, so it's getting cold. So anyway, I'm back to focusing on studying the energies that are currently going on through using tarot. And today we're going to look at the energy that is going on with Pluto, because we have a Mars square coming up. We have Mars going into 22 degrees of Aries in retrograde, squaring, aspecting Pluto at 22 degrees. So, and that's going to meet up in this week. So I thought I would ask the cards for higher guidance on how this will play out in all the 12 houses. So what that means is I'm going to do a general read on the general energies, and then I'm going to pull a card for wherever Capricorn falls in your chart. So Pluto and Mars, Aries Capricorn aspect. So if you are if you're ascending Aries, it'll be in your first and then your fourth or 10th. I get backwards on that. And so for Cancer, it's 7th and 10th house. So for Aries, it must be 4th. Anyway, we'll get there when I look at the cards. I'll figure it out when I get through the cards. Anyway, basically, wherever Capricorn falls in your chart, you can look that up in your birth chart online, and where Aries falls in your chart. It's going to make a right angle. These are cardinal signs. So first, I will repeat. I will do a general read, calling in, asking highest guides and angels to be with us in this read so that we may be guided during these current astrological energies that are occurring this week of October, commencing October 5th or 6th. Today's the 4th, so tomorrow will be the 5th. So during the week of October 6th to October 12th, I think, or 13th. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for being with us in this read. And I'm going to cut the deck. By the way, I do tarot reads, FaceTime reads for you. They're live spiritual sessions, and we really look at your astrology. In my sessions, if you like, and we really tackle deep issues. We go look at woundings. We go seeing how your energies are aligning. I look at your chart to see what's going on, how you're being impacted currently. I do a synastry chart with you, with anyone that you might be involved with, and I incorporate astrology with my sessions. So I just wanted you to know that. And all right, let's keep going here. Well, I would say first thing, the beginning of the week is going to look like a breakthrough. I did have that number 3 usually does indicate breakthrough, and we do know that the energies of Pluto are death and rebirth. They are transformative energies. It is about transformation. And Mars is the thinking. It's fire energy. I'm sorry, it's not an air energy. It's a fire energy, which is very passionate, filled with desire, squaring Pluto, which is our subconscious, which is our truth, which is our our sort of soul. And so there's going to be a breakthrough, in my opinion, of the soul through to Mars, which is possibly a frustrated energy, because Mars is the first house. It's Aries. It's selfish. It wants to do what it wants to do. But the soul, Pluto, squaring that, is going to say, no, you're going to do what your heart's truth, your soul truth, right? Because here's the heart space. So there is peace. I would say that the struggle, I'm going to say that this square coming up is a culmination and the forward going and breaking through mental restrictions. In my opinion, it's the period where it no longer stops you. Your soul breaks through, your soul wins, your soul leads. And the heart is also how your soul speaks to you. And the soul is the part of you that is connected to the divine, so it is the truth. And so during these energies, what it looks like to me is that the heart, the soul's truth, is going to win over out of alignment financial choices. You're going to be aligned with your true desires as how to expand financially, because we are talking about career, earth sign, Capricorn feminine. So we're looking at Capricorn energy. So we're looking at aligning with our heart, because out of alignment, we're going to become aware of the choices we made that were out of alignment with our truth as far as career. And then we get the Justice card. This is my divine. I teach this grid in my workshops, by the way, because it's a very helpful grid. It really, really aligns you with the will for your highest best. And so this is this is the third card. This is head space, heart space, head, heart alignment. Most aligned card is the 11th card. This counts to be the 11th card. I didn't know that. It kind of makes a cross. Head, heart, that's what the cross really means. The two energies in a balance, coming together, materializing in that center spot. The universe can work through you. When you align these two energies, look at this in here. So once we become aware, so Pluto, the truth, Pluto is going to come through here with this truth of your true desires, despite whether they're financially secure or not. We get the Devil card at the outcome. I hope that's in the shot here, indicating that you're going to become aware of your material seeking of security and moving forward with a more spiritual mission, with a more spiritual desire. There's the Aries energy right there, Aries energy right there. So what's happening in this squaring is Mars is meeting its truth, its soul truth, and lining up with it. No longer fighting it, becoming aware of the blockage in its restricted ways of thinking, which caused you sadness as far as how to progress. I'm going to say career-wise, because we're talking about Capricorn. Aries is the bold, selfish energy that wants to do what it wants to do, and Capricorn is the energy of no, not until you do it right, not until you're aligned with your soul. And that's what's happening with these energies. We're aligning with our soul, because that's where we will find our joy. And we will align with the true mission that we're here with, our true calling, which will bring us fulfillment. The goal is fulfillment, emotional, soulful fulfillment. We get a truth here speaking. And now we are just going to, because when this conjunction happens, we're going to balance out of these fears. We're possibly going to become very aware of them, but we're going to become actively, consciously aware of how out of alignment we've been in seeking security, and how to really align more and go towards a more, because we're going from the 8 to the 6. This is, and then we get the 2, so we're blocking from restrictive thoughts that were fear-based, seeking security, and Pluto's going, no, 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 we got to do what your soul came here to do. Because living that way only puts you in an emotionally imbalanced, unhappy state. So now you're going to be balanced more. You're coming out of those fears. You're trusting in the universe more, and you're trusting your feminine energy more, and you're going in alignment. And you're going to and this is the Aries energy. So now Aries might be very stubborn and very willful, but you can't fight Saturn and Pluto. Forget it. You're going to align. They're going to align you. They're forcing Aries energy, Mars energy into alignment. Because that's for the highest best. Saturn does know best. The Devil card, that represents Capricorn. Capricorn's going to win. It's not, Capricorn does, even though the shadow aspect of Capricorn is negative, the positive aspect of Capricorn is going to win. So this is for, okay, so I think it's in the 4th house for Aries. I'd have to check my notes, but I trust the cards. So we're looking at Capricorn aligning for Aries ascendant. Actually, I think Capricorn is the top of the chart. No, Capricorn is the top of the chart for, for Aries ascendant. So you're going to align more, Aries ascendant, with your lack mentality about yourself. You're going to have better self-esteem, because Pluto was the fear that you weren't good enough to be as bold as you think you are, to be as bold as you are. What do you call it? Imposter syndrome. This is this energy. You're balancing out of a fear of who you truly are. the lies. You're aware of the lies, and coming through as a deceptive person, as a liar in your career, because Capricorn also is the sign of deceptivity. So in a way, you've had low self-esteem, so you had to be deceptive. But now you're balancing out of that fear and your low mentality of self. Negative feminine energy is self-critical, self-hurting. So energies are more in alignment, where you're going to have a better relationship with what you truly desire. You're honoring yourself more, being kind to your feminine self. So your soul, look, cups coming forward. Aries is going to submit to the soul. The Aries energy is submitting to the cup energy, the emotional energy. Okay, your soul's truth. Possible union if you're a twin flame, or you've been in a dynamic, in a relationship. You've now had a period of solitude where you now see what you truly desire. But this can also be in your career, or or in general, anything to which you want to commit. You've got to make sure it's your soul's truth. That's what retrograde is doing. This Mars retrograde is making sure you're acting in your soul's truth with what you truly desire from a soul level. All right, Taurans. For you guys, there's that Aries energy. You guys need to be less secure and more in your fire energy, and more connected to what you truly love and desire, and to go forward with it with confidence, and turn away and face more of the fire energy, align with that, and turn away from a fear that has been holding you back, which is for security, right? Taurans have a tendency to seek stability, which is a great thing, and security, only they get feelings of trappedness in that. And so Taurans, I think, in this energy are breaking through a fear that holds them back from living a more inspired, creative life, and their creative aspect is coming out. They're feeling more confident about being a creative, free person, because whatever that wounding is that was scaring them is, there's the Four of Wands for you guys too, you're pulling away from. Those fear thoughts are losing way to, Mars is losing way in Capricorn, or Mars squaring Capricorn. The desire of what Mars truly desires is connecting with Pluto. So the truth of what it really wants, away from making secure-based choices to what you truly desire. A new initiation in that coming up here for Tauran, okay? Wow, there's that Hermit card. So that Mars retrograde putting you in alone time to really integrate with what you want. To integrate the energies of Mars action energy with the truth energy of Scorpio, of Pluto. So now we're going to look at, sorry, I wasn't thinking that. Now we're going to look at Gemini, which is this, Saturn is in the 8th house for Gemini, and Capricorn covers the 8th house for Gemini, and the 11th house for Aries, or possibly 10th for Aries, and also possibly 7th, or some Gemini are covered in their 9th house. So you really just have to look and see where Capricorn covers each house. So we're going to look at Gemini, so that would be in the 8th and 11th house for you guys. All right. Aries, Mars squaring Pluto. So again, this Aries energy of creativity holding you back because of finances, ending that King of Swords, and then becoming more connected to your creative fire, Mars. There's the Aries energy again, creating more harmony, finances, and abundance through a way that's internally harmonious for yourself and in others, and less fear, more service oriented. So you're not so afraid. You're balancing out, holding back from creative ideas. The feminine energy is really coming through in everybody more in this square, where you become more connected to your desires and possibly, because we are talking about the 8th house, so there's financial worries, fears of money, balancing out of holding back and holding on to your money. You're ending that fear of having to, because the energy of saving money can sometimes be hoarding energy of fear and not really trusting in the flow of the universe. So you're kind of releasing that. You're kind of letting go of your grip and allowing the universe to bring you to more abundant energies. You're attracting it more, causing you, this is the Queen of Pentacles, she's very financial, she attracts her finances, clearing out energies that throw you out of alignment. So let's have a look now. That was Gemini, so the 10th house. So I would say there's a more creative and alignment connection to what you truly desire. So even though Mars is kind of squaring up to Pluto, it's the desire of Mars, truth of Mars, giving a real Pluto boost, like your soul desires truth. Higher. And there's this grief around saving money. So in other words, there's a shift in fears around finances and holding on to your money out of fear-based energy and trusting and not being so security driven. Okay, Cancer. Cancer is happening 7th and 10th, depending on if you do whole house or placidius, but we're going to look at the 7th and 10th house here, which we get the 3 of Cups on. So Cancer are loosening up a little bit of their energies, the fear energy, because we are talking about the 7th house, low self-esteem, poverty mentality is there, scares you in relationships. So they're releasing their fear attachment to relationships. They're becoming aware of how to emotionally turn away and not seek joy through the relationship, but how to emotionally turn away. And if there's any rejection energy, that's a really big thing, because they're turning away from codependency, fear attachment to relationships, aware of how to break free of that is going to bring you more joy again. Ending the interest in a conflicted, ending arguments in relationships, in other words, Cancer are no longer fear attached to relationships. That's what Pluto and Mars is going to be fighting up against, attachments that are not healthy, that are blocking you, and that are blocking the expansion, that block your inspiration. So Cancer are going to get sort of a reignition of inspiration around releasing that grip on also Cancer, because that's very 8th house, Cancer and Gemini, that kind of 8th and 7th houses. So there's this financial fear grippage going on that's burdening you and causing mental restrictions. So I think Cancers and Gemini are going to really release a little bit of these tension energies around, the holding back from creative fire, passion, what you truly desire, like money being a restrictive factor, because we got the 8 of Swords. And if you are letting go of relationships because you have security attachment to relationships and you got to trust in God, you're really out on your own now, trusting the divine to bring you your finances and your own ability and your higher self to self-sustain. You've got to break through the fear of confusion or doubt and give in to the inspiration that Mars is bringing. It's like Mars is bringing a fire to that Pluto energy, lighting it up, but also going, because it's in retrograde, going, you got to go the way that the divine, because fire energy is a divine force. So you got to submit to the force of the divine, but you got to work with the Capricorn energy as well. You got to do it the way Capricorn says, because Capricorn is the materializing way, which is in the positive aspect of Capricorn, which is to rise to the top through effort on a daily basis, through being tenacious and keeping going. And then we get the 3 of Swords saying the relationships have disappointed, so that you would seek divine inspiration rather than material inspiration, that you would get because it was bringing you unhappiness. So you needed to align with divine will for your sense of safety and security. And but your sense of safety and security is going to come through aligning with your true inspiration. So that's going to be all for that. I'm going to do another read. sorry. I'm going to do another video. I'm just going to pull one more card for Cancer to close up. I'm going to do another video for the next 4 signs and the next 4 signs and the next 4 signs. All right, thank you so much for watching. Temperance card, woo! Ending the read with that, indicating we're really purging these fears. We're balancing. We're letting these fears go. We're coming out, and that Pluto transits, I've noticed, really are more the pinnacle and the ending of a phase, and then there's a clarity afterwards. Like, you know, the pain may be revealed and the rawness of the woundings may come up, but the healing then begins because the light enters it, and then you can move forward, and your channels are more open because you're not resisting feeling this buried pain that may come up during this period. But remember to keep going forward. It's the universe working in your favor to help you forward towards your true destiny and highest best self. Thank you for watching. Namaste.